Hello children, so here we are studying the chapter heat, and now we are coming to to temperature. What is temperature? Temperature is the degree of hotness or coolness of a body, and we measure temperature in a few different scales. Like we can measure temperature in degree centigrade, we can measure temperature in Fahrenheit, we can measure temperature in Kelvin. All right. Almost all of them are interconvertible, not almost, they can be converted. All right. So first thing to understand is temperature. Once again, temperature is degree of hotness or coolness of a body. All right. So a body at high temperature and a body at low temperature, what will we mean by that? As soon as we'll connect a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature, then heat will always flow from a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature. Let me try to explain this. Lots of people get confused about heat content and temperature. See, for example, if we have got one bucket of water which is at 50 degrees centigrade, and you have got a small iron piece which is at 100 degrees centigrade, and you drop the iron piece in water, always, even the smallest, say for example the bucket contains 10 kg of water, the iron piece is only half kg, but it is at 100 degrees centigrade, then heat will come out from the iron and will flow to the water. All right, did you understand? So that means heat will always flow from a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature. That is the first thing we have to understand. All right. Then to measure temperature, we have thermometers. Therm means heat. Thermometer means something which measures heat. Now thermometers with the help by the way we need a particular type of thermometer. For example, what I mean to say is, once more I am trying to put it in proper words, that if we have to take the body temperature, so for example finding out whether a person is feverish or not, or if we have to take the room temperature, for these purposes we have got different thermometer, and might be, suppose you are working in a weather department, you have got some other type of thermometer. Suppose you are working in advanced medical lab, you have got again another type of thermometer. So basically first we will understand with the traditional thermometers. Number one is clinical thermometer. What is clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer is used by us at homes, where we keep one thermometer and we try to keep it, and when somebody gets sick we try to take the body temperature. Most of these thermometer has got same principle. What happens? Any metal expands while heating. So what happens? A thermometer, basically, I am just trying to make one diagram. A thermometer basically is say for example a transparent glass case. All right. And then there is a bulb of a glass, you can say, and it is completely filled with a metal called mercury. And then say for example if I will take a clinical thermometer, then what happens? There is a small capillary thing over here, and there is a kink. Now there are graduations. I can tell you graduations in what to say. Clinical thermometer means it can start with 37, 34, 35 degrees centigrade. All right, it can start and it can end with say for example normally it is 37 to 42, so you can keep it at 43, 44 degrees centigrade. So I am talking about if it is degree centigrade, this is the clinical thermometer. All right. Now in the clinical thermometer there is mercury. So suppose I am having fever of, say for example 42 degrees centigrade. So we will touch it gradually. Mercury first is a liquid metal, so we use that. It is heat sensitive, so we use mercury as the thermometric liquid. Secondly, it is shiny, so we can observe where mercury has risen. Say for example mercury has risen till here, we can know, and this temperature is say for example 37 degrees centigrade here, then you can say that I don't have fever, I have got normal body temperature. The normal body temperature for human being in centigrade is 37 degrees centigrade, and in Fahrenheit it is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. So this is first we have to understand. Secondly, they ask you question, why we take up mercury only as a thermometric liquid. Say for example, this black thing is mercury. So why we take mercury as a thermometric liquid? You have to tell, number one, it is a liquid, so it will expand, then it will move ahead. And secondly, it is a shiny liquid, we will be able to see it. Thirdly, it does not stick to the capillary walls. All right, so because of all these reasons, we take mercury as a thermometric liquid. It expands and contracts well in small rise of temperature. All right, so this is what is there. Now there is a kink in all clinical thermometer, but the other thermometers will not have this kink or constriction. What happens when you are keeping this thermometer in your mouth, and when you take out and you either keep it vertical, then mercury should not fall down, because as soon as you take it out and suppose you are having fever, so your body temperature is more, but when you take out, then again the environment temperature may be less, then the mercury may fall down. So to prevent that, there is a kink, so that the mercury stays there, and then you can, after the reading, then again you have to shake it well to put everything back here, all the mercury back here. So this is very, very important thing about clinical thermometer. Children, they will ask you what is the range of a clinical thermometer. It should be written 37 to 42 degrees centigrade. All right, that is what you have to write, as you see now the diagram of the clinical thermometer, right? Then the second one is, now I'll explain through the diagrams. The second one is the lab thermometer. The lab thermometer will contain, it is the same thing, but it measures temperature from minus 10 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade. That means it has got a range from minus 10 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade, whereas the clinical thermometer had 37 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Did you understand? Celsius word is nowadays used more often than centigrade. Did you all understand till there? So lab thermometer has got a range from minus 10 to 110 degrees centigrade. Scientists may have some more thermometer which can measure much higher temperatures. All right. In Fahrenheit, also you can have thermometers. See, what is the basic difference between Fahrenheit scale and centigrade scale? Number one is the melting point of ice in degree centigrade is 0 degree centigrade, whereas in Fahrenheit it is 32 degree Fahrenheit. And the boiling point of water is 100 degree centigrade in centigrade or degree Celsius, and the boiling point of water in Fahrenheit is 212 degree Fahrenheit. Alright, in Kelvin there is another scale called Kelvin scale. So in Kelvin, the melting point of ice is 273 Kelvin. You never write degree in Kelvin, remember that. And the boiling point is 373 Kelvin. Never put degree in Kelvin. Kelvin temperature scale is also known as absolute temperature scale. Did you all understand this? So that is there. Then we have maximum and minimum thermometer. Actually it is kept in weather lab, and this thermometer records the temperature. Suppose the temperature kept on rising till 42 degrees centigrade. So there will be a place called 42 degrees centigrade maximum, and in the night time it has come to 20. So there will be a minimum, and that is recorded in maximum and minimum thermometers, temperature scales. Then finally we have the digital nowadays, because of advancement of science nowadays we have got digital thermometer. So the technique of it is not at the scope of your understanding, but you should understand it. The digital thermometers are also sensitive, and with very small rise of temperature they can give the digits, so you can easily read the digit. So that is what is all the temperature, all the thermometers. And once again I am telling you, temperature scales are mainly of three types. Number one is the degree centigrade or Celsius, degree Celsius, then is degree Fahrenheit, and then is Kelvin. In Kelvins, I have not put what to say degree. I can write Fahrenheit. All right, Ren is REN, Fahrenheit, and then we have got Kelvin. So you have to also memorize a few things. Number one, melting point of ice in Celsius is 0 degree centigrade. In Fahrenheit it is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and in Kelvin it is 273 Kelvin. We don't put degree over there. And BP, boiling point of water, in Celsius is what? In Celsius it is 100 degrees centigrade. In Fahrenheit it is how much? In Fahrenheit it is 212 degree Fahrenheit, and in Kelvin it is 373 Kelvin. Alright, so next video we will try to do numericals in which we have to convert degree centigrade to Kelvin. Thanks a lot.